Hey, hello everybody. Hello Livestream. Hello everybody tuning in for the live stream today. How's it going? It's October. It's spooky month. Welcome. Welcome to an October live stream for spooky month in 2021. I'm just vamping while I wait for the delay to catch up and I can start reading messages and interacting with you guys. I see a lot of chat in the chat already about Squid Game. We'll be covering it on the podcast, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be not this Tuesday, the 5th, but that'll be on the 12th. Tuesday the 12th, we will be covering Squid Game. I have not finished watching it. Please don't do spoilers. No spoilies in the chat, please. Thank you for that. And, yeah. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Let me watch as the chat catches up. Hello, let's see. Saints NASCAR fan. Hi. The random emo Jeff the Killer. Hi, welcome to the channel. Nails Our Life. What up? I like that Nails Our Life used a little waving emoji. You know? Got a little bit of the hands in there. Hey, James Hetfield Lowell and Dylan Gayoso. Hey, Andrew Gill. How you doing? Hi, everybody. How are all of you on this October 3rd? We're in the beginning of this month, even though I feel like I've been going through October for weeks now. But nope, not quite. We're just getting started here. That's okay. We'll have a fun month ahead. It'll be fun for you guys. Let me pin some rules here to the top of the chat so that those can be available for reference. Thanks for watching the Friday the 13th recount, Zolaire. Yeah, got those coming out. Those will continue to come out for the rest of the month. I did have a conversation with my YouTube network made in about, like, maybe I shouldn't do the last four Friday the 13th recounts for October. Just because, you know, the recounts, not everyone seems to love them, but they said to just push through and finish them out, so we will be finishing out those recounts during this month. I was like, it would make sense if we were going to stop them after Jason Takes Manhattan, because there's the break between Paramount and New Line, but we're just going to keep on going. So I've already written my first draft scripts for Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, getting them out there, trying to stay on top of this shit. We will have extra kill counts throughout the month as well. So if you're not a fan of the recounts, for whatever reason, because I already did them or whatever, there will be new kill counts coming out starting a week from today with, let me double check to make sure that I don't want to. Oh, okay. This might be exclusive news. So tuning in for these live streams, get you exclusive news. A week from today will be the Benny Loves You kill count. So that'll be out. That's a tiny little indie movie that took 5 years to make because it was basically one guy doing all the work. The acting, the directing, the writing, the graphics work, the visual effects, which are pretty good. But it's a fun little movie from the UK, Benny Loves You. And I promise the other kill counts this month, the other extra kill counts this month will be more better known movies. We got Spiral coming at you and probably A Quiet Place 2. So those are what you have to look forward to. And then on Halloween will be, according to the poll on the YouTube post I made yesterday, Spookies. Yeah, it was going to be Haunt, which is a good movie. It's a good slasher, but I'm really grateful that it, and obviously when I put up that poll, it was a biased poll. I said, I'll have a fucking blast making Spookies, and here's also Haunt. It's a good slasher. But, you know, I figured that maybe people would still choose Haunt. This was kind of a poll to see, what do people want to see? Do they want to see the fun, like, wacky stuff that I like to do, or do they just want to come here and see some kills? And I am grateful, for one, that Spookies seems to have won out on the poll, so I'll be very happily doing that one. But that's the month in kill counts in podcast. Okay, for everyone asking about the Squid Game kill count, here's the deal. It's not going to happen. Not right now, anyway. Maybe in the future, but in the future, it's not going to be popular. So here, let me give you all the reasons why a Squid Game kill count cannot happen right now. And I'm so sorry, because I know, listen, I'm more sad about it than you. Trust me, okay? I see Cinema Summary's video on Squid Games getting fucking 10 million views in 5 days. You think I don't want any of that? You think that I just I'm happy just passing that by? No, man, this hurts. This hurts not being able to do it. But here's the deal. One, it's like 8 hours, 9 hours of content. That's a ton of fucking work. All right. That is so much to cover in a kill count. Most movies, as you know, are an hour and a half. The long ones are 2 hours. Stranger Things, those seasons were also 8 to 9 hours. Those were the most difficult kill counts I have ever had to do. They sapped all my life out of me, and they're just so much work. And they had to be 2 separate videos. And I got to start on the Stranger Things videos months before those videos came out. To do Squid Game now, I don't have that time. I've got all this other shit going on that I've got to handle. Secondly, besides the length of the series, it is in a foreign language. So, kill counts have long not been just counting the kills. I have seen some comments be like, Squid Game counts the kills for you. That's doing most of the work. No, motherfucker. That's not most of the work. Most of the work is learning about the context and the cultural implications of the movie and how it was made and all that stuff. When you put all that in a foreign language, that becomes so much more difficult. For Train to Busan, just filming that episode took at least twice as long as normal because I had a fan of the channel, I think it was Daniel O, I believe was his name, record the correct pronunciations for those names so that I could reference back to them. And then recording the episode, I had to keep referencing to make sure I was pronouncing them as accurately as possible. Squid Game, I would have to do that. Next, let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of Train to Busan, when I made that kill count, I got a copyright strike. Copyright laws get weird when you leave the United States, when it's foreign media, and I don't know if the same companies are involved with Train to Busan and Squid Game. Probably not. But when you get international, things are going to get a little dicey. I don't want another copyright strike. Finally, it's on Netflix. And Netflix this year has been giving me issues with the Fear Street kill counts getting blocked. They blocked Revenge, even though Revenge is not even on Netflix in the U.S., so there's just all these reasons I can't do Squid Game. I fucking wish that I could, dude. I know it's the most popular thing out there right now. But Fear Street was also the most popular thing out there for a little bit. And then I made those videos and it was like, it's just not going to happen. But because it's so popular and because it's so good, Squid Game is a very good show. It's high quality. If you haven't watched it, if you're like... I tend to get a little averse to things that get really hyped up and popular. I'm like, it can't be that good. Give it a shot, even if you feel that way. It's a really good, well-made production. So because of that, we will be covering it on the podcast, which honestly is the better medium for it anyway. We're going to be able to talk at length about the cultural messages, and we'll be able to address the translation issues that have come up. So a podcast covering Squid Game, trust me, it's just the better format for it. So that will be out, let me repeat myself, Tuesday the 12th. So a week from this Tuesday, we will have our podcast episode on Squid Game. Tune in, watch that, because that's probably the only time you'll get Squid Game covered on Dead Meat, unless maybe it's still popular in a year, and I'll whip out a Squid Game kill count. But Netflix things tend to flare up and then die down pretty quickly. So I'm worried about the podcast even getting out on time, but it doesn't matter. We just want to cover it. Also, this Tuesday on the podcast will be our friend Joey Cliff joining us to talk about wrestling and horror and how they intersect. And it's basically me and Joey marking out about wrestling for an hour while Chelsea tries to keep us on track. So that'll be really fun. Other than that, I will get to the chatting in just a minute. I just want to give you a brief overview of the month ahead. I've already gone over the kill counts. I've already gone over the podcast. There will be some other videos. There will be some fun interviews that I can't believe I got to do. Those will be posted. And there will also be a video on Halloween Horror Nights because Chelsea and I got to go. I'm glad, we weren't able to go last year because there wasn't one. We went this year, made a video. So that'll be out later in the month. It'll be out a little bit late, like 21st or something. Go to Halloween Horror Nights if you're on the fence about it. Don't wait for my video to come out to convince you because that's late in the month. Just go out there and have a good time. All right? It's a lot of fun. Other than that, should I just say who the interview? I got to interview Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer. It's pretty fucking cool. So that'll be out soon. Yeah, it was a virtual interview over the camera, so I didn't get to meet her in person, but still pretty fucking cool, right? Okay, yeah. So that's what we got on the month ahead. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up, so just bear with me as long as I can not collapse from exhaustion trying to get it all done. We should have a real good time. And then in November, I got something that'll make you real happy too. But we'll get there when we get there. That's a whole month away. But I promise, November, don't worry. Now, with the shop talk out of the way, let's just chat and have some fun. What are my thoughts on the second escape room perspective? I haven't seen it. Oh, someone just asked. Oh, where was that? Lincoln Huskins. Do I know any Bowie songs on the drums? No, but that's the next thing I'm going to ask my drum instructor to do. Dude, I had to cancel my drum lessons for this month. That's how fucking busy this month is. I just had to go and be like, I'll see you in November, dude. I'm sorry. I can't carve out the hour and a half each week to do my drum, which kills me. I love drumming. I haven't drummed in weeks, which I haven't worked out in weeks. Man, I'm glad that I was in okay shape for that underwater pool thing in Jason Takes Manhattan, because it's been weeks since I've been able to drum or work out, which are two of my favorite things to do. Very unfortunate, but looking forward to doing those in November. Yeah, but I do plan to ask for a Bowie song. Maybe Suffragette City, because it's real fast, or maybe Moonage Daydream. That's got some fun stuff. Eventually, I'll probably just ask for the whole Ziggy album and then just sit there and listen to the album while playing it. Right now, I can play Learn to Fly almost entirely. I can play sorry, I'm blanking. Wave of Mutilation by Pixies. That's a real fun one with the drums on the toms. I am learning Chop Suey. There's only one part that really gives me issues. Other than that, Chop Suey I mostly got. And then fucking Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade. Such a fun song to jam out. And there's literally just one measure in that song that I can't do. It's got like 64th notes or something in it. I don't even know. But those are the songs that I have learned. Oh, and Come As You Are by Nirvana. Definitely not difficult. But those are the songs that I can drum. I have them in a playlist on Spotify. I hit play, and then I just fucking play along with them. It's so fun. I love it. Thanks, Donick, Patras, and Joner. I'm so sorry for all the people who have sent super chats that I haven't been able to acknowledge. I've just been on a roll with everything, you know? And Gator Zone and Ryan W. Will there be YouTube jam sesh? I don't really hang out with other YouTubers, although I was just watching Matt Pat's video about YouTube. It was the End of an Era episode. You know, that thumbnail and title caught my eye, and I was like, Matt Pat's not done, is he? And I clicked on it, and I, true to Matt Pat not being a shit, and right off the bat in the beginning of the video, he's like, I'm not done with YouTube, so, you know, don't worry about that. But just watching his video, I was like, I miss Matt. I hung out with him a few times, and that was pre-pandemic, so I might reach out to him and be like, I want to get food sometime. That video, I was like, I like this guy. I like his face. I like his wife. They're good people, so I'd like to hang out with them. But, yeah, I don't really talk to other YouTubers. We're not into the whole YouTube world, you know. We mostly just stay at home and do our thing. We do have... Oh, I did forget another... There's another video that's going to come out in October that it'll be a lot of fun, too. Oh, wow, I got to slot that in for a release. Shit, there's so many little things to put in. We'll figure it out. All I'll say is that I'll be pumpkin carving with some fun people. I'll be carving pumpkins with some fun people and Lucy. Not Lucy, Chelsea. If Lucy... I'm sorry, I read Lucy from a person named Autumn said Lucy in the chat, and I was like, and just said the word. And then, oh man, can you imagine Lucy carving a pumpkin with her nail? That'd be so cute. But that'll be fun. Thanks, String King 999. How is Lucy? She is fucking great. She's fantastic. Oh, hey, Ben. What if we do get Lucy to pump? Ben Bellevue in the chat, everybody. He is our new assistant. When do we stop calling you new? It's been over a month. It's been like 5 weeks that you've been working for us. So I guess right now we'll stop calling you new. Ben's our assistant. He's great. He's been keeping things on the rail. He joined Our previous assistant, another job opportunity came up. We wanted her to take it. She did. It happened to be in September, right before October. So when we hired Ben, we were like, listen, man, shit's going to hit the fan. Just hope that, you're in for a ride. And he's been handling it great and keeping things on track. So thank you, Ben, for all of that. Thanks, Claire. A lot of tattoo shows lately. If I ever got a horror tattoo, I don't know. I never seriously considered getting a tattoo, and it probably wouldn't be a horror one. Although at this point, maybe. Oh, and hey, Josh is in the channel. Is in the chat too. Editor Josh, who is also. Oh, Josh, I gotta get you Jason X to cover today, dude. I'm sorry, man. I will get you that after this stream. I'll record that scratch track for you. Thanks, Cynical Dread. James, will the Lions ever be good? I don't know. You tell me. I don't watch football. If Michigan's doing well this season, right? U of M football? Is that true? I heard that in the beginning they were. I don't know. I'll see you, Donic Patrice. Thank ya. Zaya Maldonado. Train to Busan American remake. I'm not a fan of remakes. That's always loud and fucking clear, but whatever. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Maybe more people will check out the original. That's the hope. Any fun October plans, Aaron Max? Aside from the videos that we're putting out, I mean, that's the thing with October. And I really hope that next year it will not be like this. October comes up, and because it's the most popular time on the channel, there's just so much work to do. And it really takes away from being able to just enjoy the season, which is unfortunate. I want to do what everyone else is doing. I want to watch a horror movie every day. I want to fucking snuggle up next to a fire and drink some pumpkin spice whatever the fuck and watch some horror movies and have a good time. I can't. I gotta make all this shit. So hopefully next year things will be different. Either the work flow will be different or maybe doing stuff ahead of time. But I always say that and it just is impossible to do. But, I love the season. I just wish that I could enjoy it a little bit more. We'll probably have a Halloween party here at the house at the end of the month just to celebrate the month being over and have our friends over. But what are my thoughts on Forever Purge, Josiah Cash? I haven't seen that yet. That kill count will probably be December because I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. So just wait for December for that. Oh, love from Australia. Perry Muncher, thank you. I got a lot of love for Australia. Hope to visit it one day soon. Can't visit it now, right? You guys are in, hardcore lockdown. Is that still going on? Snowdrift Moon, thank you. Thank you. It's your brother Tomas's birthday, Hiker Man. Well, happy birthday to Tomas. If I played Doom Eternal, Fat Monkey, hell yeah, dude. Doom Eternal is fucking great. It's perfect for what a Doom game should be. The only thing is I've gotten lost more than a few times trying to find out, where the fuck am I supposed to go next on this map? Other than that, I think it's, a perfect Doom game. It's just so wild and fast-paced and shoot 'em up. It's great. Thanks, Pastry Waffle and Matthew Dewsbury. Did I watch Squid Game, Martha? I was talking about that earlier. I am now about halfway through it. I've watched 4 episodes, so I'll get there. And then we'll cover it on the podcast. I've not watched any Midnight Mass yet, so please avoid all spoilers and discussion of that. We will get to that, and I think we will cover that on the podcast in November. Just give us a chance to regroup after October, get all those episodes watched, and get a good analysis of it, and then we'll discuss it probably in November because, we are huge Mike Flanagan fans. We are Mike Fanagans. I still say that getting to talk to him at the Stanley Hotel is the single coolest thing I've gotten to do with the channel. So that's real awesome. Yeah, please not. Oh, hey, Veronica. Previous assistant, Veronica, also in the chat. Veronica kept everything going for over a year. 15 months? Maybe even longer. Veronica, great. Horror Mania, favorite MK11 Fatality? I can't remember them well enough to say a favorite and mostly almost. Thank you. Well, I've already seen Halloween Kills. I'm excited for Scream 5 because I'm a big fan of Radio Silence. I love Radio Silence, and they're just such cool guys. You know, they came over to the apartment. The coolest thing was, and it sucks that for that podcast, the camera on them died a minute into the interview. So it's all an off-screen interview. But we do have that first minute of them sitting down and joining us for the podcast. But if you look at the Radio Silence podcast, they are in our apartment. And when they first came over to the apartment, they like geeked out over the kill count set. They were just like, whoa, we're actually on the kill count set. I'm like, you guys made Ready or Not? Like, why are you? It's a fucking YouTube set in a apartment, but they're awesome. I mean, the thing is that they also started on YouTube, so they get it. They did a bunch of YouTube sketches, and that's kind of where they got their start, so they totally understand where we're coming from, and I just love them so much. They're such good guys. Oh, thanks, Shorts. Shorts versus TikTok. You know what? It's all copacetic together, man. Thanks, Elian. Tremors will be covered on the kill count by Zoran. I don't know if I've publicly announced that. I thought that I had, but it seems like a lot of people aren't aware of that. Tremors will be the first series covered on the kill count, not hosted by me. And he is also like writing the scripts. He's already working on them. That's going to be happening while we're getting married in the beginning of the year. So so the channel has stuff coming out while, we're busy with all the wedding stuff. But he is a huge fan of the Tremors series, so I trust him to do it well. I will get around to reading through his scripts and honing them a bit to make sure that they fit the tone and spirit of Dead Meat, but they are written by him in his voice, and he will be hosting them and filming them. And so it will be kill counts done by Zoran instead of me. And I hope you guys are real nice and respectful of him while he does them. Yes, all 7 Tremors movies, Zoran will be covering them. What channel? It'll be on Dead Meat. Have I seen the Hammer horror movies? Surprisingly, Brandy, I have not. I think I've seen the first Dracula with Christopher Lee, but I've not seen the other ones. In fact, there are still a lot of Universal ones that I haven't seen. So, those are the type of things that I'd really look forward to if I ever got a break, to just sitting down and watching all the blind spots that I've missed. Wait, there are 7, Shy Guy? Yes, there are 7 Tremors movies. I've only seen the first one, but... Please don't ask for kill counts. Can I, oh man, I wonder if I can just do like a text thing. Just don't ask for kill counts, because I'm trying to read stuff. Let's see, add existing, ticker 2, I think. Yeah. Please don't request kill counts. E's don't request kill counts. C don't request kill counts. Please don't. Do you think Mike Flanagan should be on the horror Mount Rushmore? That's tough to say. The Mount Rushmore thing, that's always a fun exercise. But I think at this point, you'd have to break it up into eras and stuff. Like even the horror killers, I always said it would be Jason, Michael, Freddy, and then a 4th, possibly Leatherface, possibly someone else. But that's discounting Frankenstein's monster and Dracula, and you really got to break them into eras. So if you're talking about the modern era of horror filmmakers, then yes, absolutely. It would probably be, in this moment, I would say what? Like Flanagan, Aster, Eggers, maybe. I mean, they've only made 2 movies. Does that give you the rights to be on there? I don't know. If it does, Peel, maybe. I don't know, dude. Thanks, Landon. Juan, pretty solid argument from Juan coming up with Saw, Insidious, Malignant. Yeah, I would have to, and The Conjuring. Yeah, Juan actually beats everyone else out. Never mind about anything else I said. Even if you don't love those movies, you gotta admit, those are some monster hits all coming from one guy. So, James Wan for sure. Jason X looks direct to video. Yeah, it does. It looks cheap as shit, which sucks. Have I seen Slasher on Shudder? No, I've never seen the Slasher series. I know of it for sure. Do I enjoy playing the saxophone? Yeah, haven't touched it in a couple of months, but I do love that saxophone. Actually, our plan is our plan for the wedding is for me to play a song on my sax. I won't get into more details there, but it'll be a song that people will dance to that I will play on my sax, and I'm excited. I think Barry? No, probably tenor. It'll probably have to be the tenor. I've not seen Town That Dreaded Sundown. It is not Careless Whisper, no. It's a much more fun song. You realize that Dead Meat Shorts is hiding in the chat looking for cool clips? You in there? You in there, Dead Meat Shorts? You're looking for them clips? What if I do a little bit of a voice modulation? Oh, yeah, is that better? Does that work for your clips? What about if I do a little bit of a megaphone voice coming through this? Is that a good clip for you? Is it a good clip? I don't have my headphones on, so I hope that those were actually working. Did I sound like a demon? And did I sound like I was through a megaphone? Because I don't know. Was it good? I hope it was good. Okay, good. That would have been very embarrassing. Because especially because, like, I change my voice when I do, like, the demon stuff. So, like, you know, it's sounding like a demon when you use the filter. But without the filter, it just sounds like me doing this, and it sounds really stupid, so. Hi, hon. Chelsea just walked in. Stephen King or R.L. Stine? You know, I never really read that much Stine. So, you know, Stephen King is someone I've read for a long time. Been a huge fan for a long time. Rhett Proctor. Oh, Venom 2? You think it's gory? You think it's gorier than the PG-13 suggests? I was surprised. Wasn't the first Venom R? I was surprised that the sequel was released with PG-13. Wasn't expecting that. I thought that those were R-rated movies. No, the first one was PG-13? Oh. Was it just Deadpool then as the R-rated superhero movie? Any other ones? I mean, the Suicide Squad. Interesting. I thought that first one was R. All right. Logan. That's right. I never saw Logan. That one was R. And then someone said Dr. Giggles, but I think they were just talking about something else. I was like, Dr. Giggles is a superhero movie? It is not. Dr. Giggles. Oh, Birds of Prey was R. That's the only one I've seen. And I like that one. Saw that on a plane. Perfect plane movie. Real good time watching that. So, enjoyed that. Without giving away, did Halloween Kills surpass my expectations? It matched my expectations, and was it more violent than the Rob Zombie ones? It's on a level with them. I don't know which one would be more, but they're on the same playing field as far as the violence goes, man. I don't know. I don't want to piss off Universal when we're getting these interviews, you know? How do we get Heather Langenkamp to officiate the wedding? We asked her after our podcast with her. She's a very nice lady. We're friends with her now. It's cool. I've not seen 31, Joey RB. Thank you, Ben Calderon. Oh, greetings from the USS George Washington. Oh, cool. Where's that stationed right now? CVN 73? I'm going to Google that. Did they tell you? Would Google tell me where you're stationed, or is that like a security breach? Oh, big ass ship. Are you allowed to say where you're stationed? Thanks, Dominic Patrice. Well, we did What's Your Favorite Scary Movie? You talked about Blair Witch. It was cool. Joner again. Thank you from Switzerland. Yeah. I don't know. This chat's moving fast. Is Matt Pat my brother? No, he is not. We do kind of look a little bit similar, huh? What about Found Flicks? Someone said something about Found Flicks. Wow, Chelsea said I'm Matt Pat's Wario. Yeah! Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna win. Yes! That fucking go tell Matt Pat that I'm his Wario. Everyone go tell Matt Pat that I'm his Wario. Yes, that's great. Does that mean there's no evil versions of Daisy or Peach? I know, there should be. Because you're like, you and Stephanie have a similarity to you. Sure, yeah. in appearance, as much as me and Matt do. So like, you would be the Weech. And Chelsea's just Daisy. So James is Wat Pat. Wat Pat. Oh no, that's awful. Wat Pat. Wat Pat. Have I seen any of the Return of the Living Dead movies? I just covered one for Patreon. It was for the top tier reviews. I covered the first one. Watched it for like the third time in the past couple of years. That movie just gets better and better every time I watch it. I definitely recommend that. I still need to see those sequels because people... Zoran is Waluigi. Yeah, that checks out. You're right. Yeah, I still need to see those sequels to Return of the Living Dead. I've heard that they're very different and fun. So definitely want to see that. Oh, some love from Greece. Thank you, Tadasana. Have I been keeping up with Survivor this season? Yes, I have. I can't wait for the next episode. Fucking love that show. This season, you know, they keep adding stuff into the gameplay, and they just love to add stuff into the gameplay. And you know what? Sometimes I just want to watch some camp life footage. I want to watch them go fishing. I want to watch them deal with the weather. But instead, we're getting rules about beware idols being explained and butterflies and shit. You know, it's... They're trying stuff, I guess. Oh, wow. Can't keep up with this chat. Lucy is Yoshi. Sure. Any thoughts on Last Night in Soho? Really want to see it. I think we're going to get to see it a few days earlier. They sent us a thing about a screener, so I'm excited to see that because Anya Taylor-Joy. I don't know. She's our girl. We love her. We've watched her since the beginning in The Witch. We saw The Witch in theaters. I was like, oh, she was really good. Now she's all huge and successful. So proud of her. I hope she never forgets her horror roots. I don't think she will. She's dope. She seems real low-key, too. Love it. Oh, that's right. She is Peach. That's my one concern is I hope she doesn't get like overexposed. I hope there's not like a Jennifer Lawrence type thing because she was in Queen's Gambit. Everyone's Chelsea wants to be Daisy in the movie. She is doing voice acting. Chelsea's really good at that. Chelsea Revkun says you could play an amazing Mahiru Koizumi from Danganronpa.
Oh, yeah.
Can I show you Lucy? She's not around. Here, let me go get my coffee, and if I happen to pass by Lucy in the hallway, I will grab her up. And if I like Survivor, I should guest on RHAP. Is that what you're listening to, hon? RHAP? Yeah. What's that stand for? Rob has a podcast. Yeah. That'd be dope. Tweet at him. Tell him Chelsea and I can come guest on. We're huge Survivor fans, and I would like to be on Survivor. Putting that out there. Learned how to use the flint. I've been practicing slide puzzles. This is legit. This isn't a bit. I have a fucking slideshow. I have two slideshow slide puzzles, not slideshow puzzles. I have two slide puzzle apps on my phone because the first one I mastered too much. I got too good at it. So I had, I have three apps, actually. I haven't opened the third one. Sliding puzzle with the little turtle. Yeah, did that. Kicked its ass because that can only go up to 5x5 squares. And that's not hard enough for me anymore. So I had to get another one that was, what was it? Slide Puzzle World or Slide Puzzle King? Which one of these have I been doing? Anyway, I needed one that was 6x6. I'm just kicking ass at it, dude. I'm real good at slide puzzles. So even though I feel like I haven't seen a slide puzzle in Survivor yet this season in the 2 episodes, but they love their slide puzzles. So I'm better at puzzles. So I'm getting good at those. Next is just honing up my swimming skills. And then I'm ready to fucking go, dude. I'm ready to fucking go. Get me on that season. All right, I'm going to get coffee and maybe a cat. We'll see. 1 second. No cat. Sorry. I think she's laying upstairs in the sun. She wakes up and then she wakes us up because she wants us to open the blinds or the curtains so that she can, do a little kitty bake, be a little rotisserie chicken. Bowsette is the evil version of Peach? Really? Am I excited for the new Chucky series? Fuck yeah. Y'all see the new trailer? It's got Nika in it. And Tiffany, dude. I'm so excited. Top 3 Carpenter films. I mean, The Thing, They Live, and I'd have to look at a list. I haven't seen them all either, so I'm sure I'm missing some really good ones. Michael Bucher. Did I see the original Shout Scream Factory will release the original opening to Halloween 5? Oh. Halloween might not be in my top 3 Carpenter films. I respect Halloween, but it's not my favorite movie. Casper, I'm from Michigan, and I lived there for the first 22 years of my life. Now I've lived in LA for the past 9 years. Fiona Dorff, Simps Rise Up. Don't I normally do double uploads in October? Yeah, normally. I will attempt to do them again this year. Do I like Libya? Sure. Yeah, why not? Was my opinion on the Friday the 13th lawsuit finally ending? I will withhold opinion and judgment until I actually see that it is done. Listen, the court system is Byzantine and it's a slog to work through. Saying that something is settled, probably not actually settled. There's always appeals. There's always, specifics. So I saw those posts and I was like, all right, I'll wait and see. Because, I mean, even from what I read, it sounds like what is settled is the original Friday the 13th name, the character Pamela Voorhees, the character Child Jason, not necessarily adult Jason, not necessarily hockey mask Jason. So, I don't trust it to be actually over. I will believe it when I see a Friday the 13th movie moving into pre-production. Not development, pre-production. Love the Doom posters. Well, thank you, Daniel Cook. Never trust soggy little boys. Shout out to Jamaica. I just got Jamaican food the other day. I think run by Jamaican immigrants. It seemed real legit. It was real good. Cairo the bro. Can we get a shout out to Eggs, the breakfast king? I mean, they are the king of breakfast, so king and queen, I guess. They're the royalty of breakfast. The most annoying chest to deal with in Sea of Thieves? I mean, that'd have to be the Chest of Sorrows, right? Because Chest of Rage, you can just put on the bowsprit and deal with it when it blows up with some fire. But that Chest of Sorrows, you got to hang off the ladder with it when it starts to cry. That's no good. Fuck that. No shorts. I'm not gonna turn this into a React live stream for your fucking shorts that you clipped from earlier in this live stream. Get out of here. Is this alcohol? Yeah, is this giant 32-ounce water bottle filled with alcohol? Yeah, dude. I need my Nalgene amount of vodka to get through the day. Keeps me going. Can I do a dead meat inspired homecoming proposal, Jalen Combs? You do whatever you want. You just, think long and hard about if the person whom you are proposing to, if that is what they want. I would say consider that above all else. Hey, James, I just watched Drunk Disney. Would you ever want to do those again, Adrian Steele? You know what? We have talked about we would like to do one more at some point in the future with Dave, just to have a proper send-off to the series. But no, that series is effectively retired. We are far too old to be drinking like that. Also, I am convinced that had Drunk Disney start... I don't think Drunk Disney would have been what it was if it had started 3 or 4 years later. I feel like we rode the line on some of those jokes, and I think that they're fine, but cultural zeitgeist changed real fast. Probably wouldn't have gotten away with jokes about how the babies were betrothed to each other from birth or something like that. Finally finished your vegetarian run. Oh, you did a little vegetarian run. That's cool. First attempt. Was that your first attempt at a vegetarian run? Thanks, Ender Pig. Dominic again, Lego figurine. Thoughts on Demon losing to Roman? No, dude, totally makes sense for the the ring to just fall apart and for the borderline supernatural wrestler to be bested by falling from up there, and for his music that was all of a sudden playing to just cut out and the lights to come up and for him to be pinned. Yeah, no, dude, that totally makes sense. That's another thing with this time of year. Wrestling, I'm super fucking far behind on. So I watched that clip and laughed, but haven't been able to watch AEW like I wanted to, unfortunately. Yeah, basically right now it's just work. Haven't been able to work out, drum, or watch wrestling. It's a bummer. When is the next They Talk episode? Gonna be real with you, probably next year. I don't think that's going to make it out this year just because of everything else that we have going on, but I would expect first quarter next year, maybe second quarter. That's on Zoran, and he's going to be doing those Tremors kill counts, so I don't want to overload him with stuff. That's all. I mean, They Talk. My involvement is just notes, so he will make a version of it, send it to me. I will watch it, and I'll be like, this joke's good. This one should be something different. This one cut out entirely, and we get it. But he's the one doing all the work. My involvement is mere hours, which is really nice, actually, for me to have those things come out and me not have to break my back making them. But, I don't want him to break his back making them either, especially on top of the Tremors kill count. So, hoping Q1, Q2, 2022. Let's maybe get through October first, y'all. Yeah, I'll try that. Oh, sure. Hold on, I gotta put in a food order. Oh, this place is good. Two little buffalo mini wraps. That sounds good. And get some crispy cauliflower. That sounds good too. Yeah. Here you go, hon. How far in advance do I plan videos? Pretty far. I mean, just a couple of days ago, I plotted out the December schedule. Of course, the December schedule used to be something else. Earlier in the year, I'd planned to do the Scream recounts in December. But right now, I'm going to put all other recounts on hold just based on how the Friday ones are doing. So don't expect any more recounts in the immediate future. But December will have some different stuff out of there. Why do I recount? I mean, I explained this in the beginning of the first Friday the 13th recount, and I've explained it in live streams before. Go watch those early ones, man. It's an entirely different show. Go watch the Friday the 13th or Scream original kill counts, and then watch one that came out in the past 2 years. It's an entirely different show. Camera quality, delivery, the script writing especially, and most of all, the research that goes into new episodes. I like the kill count to be something that you watch after you watch the movie, and then you watch the kill count, and you learn the context of how the movie was made, maybe get some things explained that you didn't realize while watching them, see the cultural context for what was happening, how it got made, why it got made. It should be this like nice little dessert after watching the movie so that you can fully understand what that movie was about. Those first ones are not like that. Those first ones are just like, here's some kills and some jokes. Some funny jokes, I'll watch those and I'm like, oh, yeah, some funny jokes in there, but an entirely different show. Lots of talk about the lawsuit. Lots of talk about Halloween Kills. That makes sense. Do I watch Succession, Alex? Yeah, I do. When's that coming back? Isn't that soon? That's actually, I would say, one of my favorite modern shows. It's just so fucking funny. Season 3, when's that come out? October 17th. Oh, October. We are eating good this month, dude. Jesus. Thanks, Baker Bree. Oh, shit. Hey, Baker Bree, email deadmeatjames@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that Ben makes sure I take care of that, okay? Thank you. Where'd I get the Doom posters? I forget. I mean, it might have just been Amazon that I ordered them from. Shiv Roy for the win. She is the least horrible of them all, I think, right? I'd say Shiv is like the least awful human being out of the Roys. Is Zoran just doing the Tremors films or the series as well? Probably just the films. You know, like I explained earlier, TV series are very difficult to cover. That's a lot more content than a simple movie. Ever thought of reacting to the horror parodies on the show? You know, reacting isn't our thing. That's not what we do. Dead meat shorts, more like dead meat trousers. Ever play Outlast Monkey Gaming? Yeah, I played through the whole first game, and those videos are, I think, still on the channel. I think you can still watch me play through it. Of course, that was in 2017, 2018, so a little bit different, but the new Sea of Thieves update, yeah, I've played it with the shrines and the treasuries. I like that they keep adding stuff to the game. I mean, my favorite thing in that game is always going to be getting into well-matched fights with other players. That's when I have the most fun playing that game. Just played the other night, did a little 5-hour session, and loved it. And we did get into some spicy battles. Luckily, we had some Wraith Balls. Dude, we got 5 Wraith Balls doing Flameheart. That's so unfair. These poor bastards who came up to fight us, they had no idea that we would hit them with 3 Wraith Balls. And honestly, having to use 3 Wraith Balls on them is, that's insulting to our skills, but they were a pretty well-matched opponents. We ended up sinking them twice. Thank you, Saiyan Ao Maru. Almost missed this. Well, welcome. You didn't miss it. You're here. I'm just trying to catch something to respond to in this chat that's not about Squid Game or thoughts on Abbott and Costello. I haven't seen enough of them to learn. Make some new merch called Dead Meat Shorts, and the logo could be blue. What, like an actual pair of shorts? That'd be funny. Am I going to see the new James Bond? I never saw Spectre. I still need to see that. The last one I saw was Skyfall. I went on a James Bond binge in 2012. Watched all the movies in a row. I think wrote a little review about each of them too on my old movie review blog. Really enjoyed going through the series and would love to revisit them sometimes. I can't believe it's been 10 years almost since I did that. Jesus. But yeah, I didn't catch Spectre. I really wanted to. And then I heard this new one's really good, so. Thanks, 81 to 3. Happy future birthday. Favorite Bond film? I remember really liking The Spy Who Loved Me, right? No. Yeah? I think that one. I'd have to look at a list again. Bye, Christina. Favorite Bond? I mean, probably Daniel Craig, I think. I would say Moore's probably my least favorite, just because of how hokey he is sometimes. I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess thinking about it now, I think I just need to rewatch those movies. There's a lot of movies though. They're long too, but those early ones are so cool because you get to actually see these other countries because they film on location in all these European countries, and it's like the 60s. So you're getting these awesome wide landscape shots and shots of like people in those countries and getting a real snapshot of what it looked like back then. I just fucking love that. It was like cinematic tourism, those early Bonds. Hello from Winnipeg, Corey. Thank you. Stranger Things season 3 kill count will probably be next year, I assume. No, I won't be unlisting the Nightmare version of the Freddy versus Jason kill count because I consider that video as part of the Nightmare on Elm Street kill count series. So if you're watching through the Nightmare on Elm Street kill counts, I want that version to be there for you to watch because that fits in with the rest of those episodes. It was made at that time and would be congruent with those. Hello from Michigan, Ben. Ben Eisel. Hell yeah. You know what other movie I got to recommend for anyone who likes horror comedy? Check out The Final Girls. I watched that to do a review for patrons, and I liked it a lot more than I expected to. I thought it was really funny. The more heartfelt moments actually worked, which I feel don't often in horror comedies because, they have to be a horror movie, they have to be a comedy. By the time you get down to the pathos of the film, usually doesn't work out well. I'm thinking of Cooties specifically since it came out around the same time. But The Final Girls, very good. Great cast with Taissa Farmiga and Matt. What's her name? Trophy wife. Trophy wife. Malin Ackerman. Yeah, those two killed it. Malin Ackerman and Taissa Farmiga, and then also Angela Trimber, who was in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So fucking funny in that movie. So, Trophy Wife was a TV series, a one-season show that starred Malin Ackerman and Bradley Whitford, and we loved it so fucking much, and it got canceled after one season. But boy, did we love Trophy Wife. Canceled too soon. Far too soon. It had Michaela Watkins in it, too. She is always hilarious whenever I see her. Canceled too soon. How long have I been playing drums? I took my first lessons right before the pandemic, so early 2020. And then, it's been like, there will be like a gap of a few months, and I'll do lessons consistently. But so on and off for about a year and a half now. Really, it took me a while after the pandemic started for me to buy my own drum set and then start to do lessons virtually. No, I will not be recounting Never Hike Alone or Never Hike in the Snow. Could I get Lucy on screen? Lots of love for Lucy. She's just she's baking in the sun right now. I can't disturb her. She won't be finished, you know? Gotta let her finish cooking. I did watch AEW All Out. I haven't seen Grand Slam. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't had the time to watch wrestling, specifically AEW, which really makes me sad because I loved All Out. Would love to keep up with AEW, and I plan to in the future, but I just haven't been able to. I will, at the very least, carve out the time to watch the Omega Danielson match because I heard it's a fucking banger. So I will at least watch that at some point, but I haven't been able to keep up, unfortunately. Do I ever play drinking games to movies that I watch? No, man. I'm 30. I'm 32. Am I 32 now? Fuck, I'm 32. Yeah. No. If I want to drink while watching a movie, I'll just have a drink. I mean, no, you know what? I shouldn't be dismissive of it. Sure, it could be fun if you're hanging out with your friends, and I can imagine a scenario where doing a drinking game while watching a movie could be fun. That'd be fine. I have not done that since Drunk Disney. I know about the Friday lawsuit. I know about the Friday the 13th lawsuit. I talked about it earlier. But basically, my opinion is I will believe there is progress when I see actual progress. Lawsuits are always getting appealed. There are very specifics, very, very specific wording, and, you know, when it comes to copyright, who has the rights to what specifically. I will believe there is development when there is development. Because from my understanding, right now, Victor Miller could make a Friday the 13th film, but it could not include adult hockey mask wearing Jason. Which becomes the question, would they make a Friday the 13th film without adult hockey mask wearing Jason? I think it'd be dumb to do that. Because everyone's waiting for adult hockey mask wearing Jason. But I don't know if that can be made. So I will comment on it when there is more things to comment on, I guess. I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert on this shit. The guy who plays Shelley, actually, Larry Zerner, he's a copyright lawyer, so he has been keeping up with this. So look up Larry Zerner. He played Shelley in Friday the 13th 3. He is the man who ended up giving the hockey mask to Jason. He has a running series where he comments on the lawsuit. So just look up Larry Zerner if you want to know more. Thoughts on Halloween Horror Nights this year? You know, it was a lot of fun to go to and get out there and do it, especially since it wasn't available last year. We went opening night, and then we went a couple of weeks later, and when we went back, they really upped the game. Opening night was fine, but it felt like it was like a last-minute thing that they cobbled together. When we went back a few weeks later, it was fucking dope. Everyone was on their A game, so, you know, I think as with any event like that, it's going to depend on the specific night, how the performers are feeling, just the randomness of what happens to you during that night. But when we went back, it was a hell of a good time. So I recommend going. It's definitely downsized, and I can only speak to the Hollywood experience. I wasn't able to go to the Orlando one this year, where there is a Crypt TV scare zone. Really wish we had that here. But as far as the Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights goes, it is downsized. There are fewer mazes than there were in years past, but, you know, it's still a really fun time. And most of them are repeats from past years instead of having new stuff. I think the only new one was The Haunting of Hill House. No, The Bride of Frankenstein, which was my favorite. The Bride of Frankenstein's Revenge or whatever. Huge recommend for that. But thanks, Trevor Bump. Definitely check out the Halloween Horror Nights if you can. It's a lot of fun, and there will be a video out about it later in the month, unfortunately, probably around the 21st. Thanks, Dead Meat Pants. I don't know if you're actually Dead Meat Shorts and you just changed your name, or if you're just a person who thought it'd be fun to make Dead Meat Pants. I mean, with the British currency, got to assume you are actually Dead Meat Shorts. Haas Gaming, thank you very much. Luke Davies. I've not seen Terror. So many movies out there. So many movies. Hello, Cosmics. How's it going? You went to the summer camp where the Friday the 13th reboot was filmed. Shelby Watson. Oh, that's cool. If you want, go ahead and email me at deadmeatjames@gmail.com. I haven't watched the behind-the-scenes stuff for that movie. I think there's a lot of stuff for it. The Spiral Blu-ray has a whole hour-long behind-the-scenes thing on it, so I'm excited to check that out and watch that. See what they have to say about that. Okay, all right. I think I will be getting going, but I will give you a little recap of what we discussed at the top of this live stream, specifically the schedule for the month ahead, just so you know what you have to look forward to. So let's go through it. Okay, on Tuesday, this Tuesday, the 5th, Dead Meat Podcast about wrestling and horror movies. I'm really excited about that. That has first guest in person since the pandemic, who doesn't live with us, since James Gressel has been in a few episodes. Joey Clift joining us for that. Really excited about that. Thursday, you'll get a little extra video with a certain interview that I'm really looking forward to having y'all see. Friday, the Jason Goes to Hell kill count recount. Sunday the 10th, a week from today, there will be a bonus kill count on Benny Loves You. Fun little, very independent movie that took one gentleman 5 years to make because it's basically by himself. So Benny Loves You coming out a week from today. I've got to get on that shit. Tuesday the 12th, podcast episode about Squid Game will be coming out. So look forward to that. On the 14th, Thursday, see, that's the thing, is this month we're going to have a lot of little Thursday videos coming out. So you can look forward to that. And then there's another video I have to schedule somewhere, and I don't even know where to put it. Maybe the 30th? I don't know, dude. Just watch whatever comes out, please. Please keep up on the videos that come out, because there's going to be a lot of them. So just keep an eye out. We'll, of course, have the Jason X recount on October 15th, my mom's birthday. And then on 2 weeks from today, Sunday the 17th, the plan is to have a kill count on Spiral from the Book of Saw. We'll have another podcast on Tuesday of that week. On Thursday of that week, the 21st, the Universal Halloween Horror Nights video. So if you like those, check that out. And then the next day will be the Freddy vs. Jason remake. Oh my God. And then hopefully A Quiet Place 2 on the 24th. We'll see how capable I am of getting that done. If anything gets axed, it'll probably be that. You know, if there's not a kill count on the 24th, it's because I got overloaded. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to do it, but the plan is for A Quiet Place 2 on the 24th. If it doesn't happen, know that it's because I just couldn't do it. Sorry. Another podcast that week, and then another small video on the 28th. Possibly an interview, possibly something else. Friday the 13th remake recount on the 29th, finishing out the Friday the 13th recount series. Possibly a video on the 30th, looking at my calendar, because I need to slot in one more video that we're filming. And then on Halloween itself, the 31st, a kill count on Spookies that I'm very much looking forward to. So that's the month ahead. Tons of videos coming out. I hope you like it. It's not like last year where there were 3 kill counts a week, but we're going to have more variety of videos this year. We're still going to try to have 2 a week, and just some sprinkling and some other stuff, okay? And also, last year, you didn't have the podcast. So this year, there will be the podcast, there will be other fun videos, and then there will be kill counts. So I think that's a better trade-off than just all kill counts all the time. You get that variety, okay? That's what you have to look forward to this month, assuming I can make it all happen. Fingers crossed, but I got a great team at my back. I want to thank all of them, from obviously Chelsea, co-owner of Dead Meat, runner of the Dead Meat podcast, Ben, our wonderful assistant, who just joined us 5 weeks ago and is already kicking ass and keeping things on the rails, the editing team, Bree and Josh, and Zoran, who is also a producer, working hard at the Tremors kill counts for those to come out next year while we're getting married. Mike, whenever I need him to do a cool to the numbers sequence. The team at Made In, who is our YouTube network, they fight all the copyright claims, and they also handle all the kill graphics, and they make those fun little icons that have been getting a lot more elaborate lately. They hired someone else to do graphics, and they're able to do a lot of fun with those icons. So now I'm like, okay, for this icon, can you put them in a toxic waste barrel? And they're doing great. Am I forgetting? Oh, Bella, our recently hired research assistant, who helps us with research for both the podcast and the kill count. Spork, doing the Dead Meat TikTok, bringing new eyes to the channel and the brand through that medium. He's doing great. And, of course, the moderators, who are all up in this live stream, helping moderate live streams, comments, doing QCs, which are quality checks. When I finish a kill count, I upload it. I have them watch it over and make sure there aren't any mistakes. Dead Meat Shorts, bringing new eyes to the channel with the shorts, which YouTube is focusing on for whatever reason. Am I forgetting anyone? There's a lot of people, because that's what Dead Meat is now. 2 years ago, it was just me and Chelsea making kill counts and podcasts by ourselves. No, 2 years ago, we still had Bree and Zoran, maybe? But it's obviously gotten a lot bigger, and that's both exciting and exhausting, but I am very proud of it, and I'm proud of the work we do. So, and the Discord mods. I forgot about the Discord. Thanks, Discord mods. Cool. Thanks to all of those people in advance of this month, and I will thank them again heartily when this month is over. Assuming we all make it out alive. Fingers crossed. All right. Thank you, every one of you, of course, the fans and viewers, for coming in and hanging out and watching this live stream, and for watching all the videos. And I hope you continue to watch them as they come out this month. October is traditionally the biggest month of the year for Dead Meat. We'll see if the recounts break that streak. But you know what? They're good videos. They're damn good videos. I fucking filmed in my pool for a to the numbers bit. That's shit I'm proud of. All right? No one can take that away from me. So I will talk to you all. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an editing live stream at some point. But if not, we'll see you on the podcast on Tuesday. So tune in for that, for the wrestling one. In the meantime, have a fun, spooky month. Go out there, enjoy it. Watch horror movies. Go to a horror event. This is the time of the year for all of us, All right. Thanks, everyone. And as always,